Computer. How was your day, guys? Guys, how was your day, guys?
Nice.
It was nice, very good. It was like a long weekend. Like I feel like I haven't seen you for like a month or a week. I don't know. It's been a long, long weekend. So thank you very much for joining on time. Today we're going to have a very interesting class. So just let me share my screen. But first, let me look for the presentation. This is advanced, no, intermediate. Intermediate, this one. Guys, do you remember countable and uncountable nouns? Do you remember that topic? When we were talking about
Yes.
uncountable nouns? Okay, because we're going to practice it a lot. And what is Flor, by the way? Where's Flor? Did she quit?
No, she was at the other class.
Really? Flor,
No, no,
really?
no, no, no. Like the programming class.
Okay. Maybe she's late. Okay, so today we're going to start an activity. It is not what you say, it's what you hear. So I'm going to play, it says, say the word or click them and try to sound out the hidden phrase. Click hint for a clue to help you. Click answer to confirm your response. So I'm going to play some words and you're going to guess the real word. For example, we have this one, but just give me 1 second. Let me share the audio.
Bay, beach, arc.
What is this?
Bay, beach, arc. Bay, beach, arc.
What do you hear? Any idea?
Well, I confused what the
Yeah,
instructions.
I'm confused too. Like I didn't understand like at all.
Okay.
I thought we need to select one word, but I don't know what to do after that.
Now, actually, you are going to listen to these words and you are going to try to guess the real word. It says, say the words or click them and try to sound out the hidden phrase. So, estas palabritas que están viendo ustedes aquí, estas se están escondiendo una palabra o una frase. I want you to pay attention to the pronunciation and try to guess the phrase or the word. For example, we have
Bay, beach, arc.
arc.
Oh, the one, the middle one says beach, I think.
Ajá. No, actually, okay. Vaya. Yo les voy a dar play acá a las palabritas que ustedes ven aquí. Y estas palabras la pronunciación, si nosotros unimos la pronunciación.
Baby shark.
There you go. Very
Yeah,
good.
baby shark.
Baby shark. Pay attention.
Bay, beach, arc.
Dependiendo de la pronunciación, la vamos a tratar de hacer juntas. We're going to link it to create a new phrase or a new word. Okay?
Okay, okay.
That's the reason it is called, it's not what you say, it's what you hear. Let's continue.
Wand, her, womb, hen.
Wonder Woman.
Ay, very good.
Ape, hand, hub, hair. Ape, hand, hub, hair.
Uh-huh.
Ape, hand, hub, hair.
It says a cute black and white animal.
Ape, hand, hub, hair.
A cute black and white animal.
Ape, hand, hub, hair.
Any idea?
No, I don't have idea. Maybe it's a cow.
Calero,
I don't know. I don't know.
Adriana,
Ape, hand, hub, hair.
a panda bear.
Not even close.
Not even close, right?
Yes, I thought it was a panda, but now a panda lake.
Pretty, shack, scent. Pretty, shack, scent.
Uh-huh. Do you want the hint? Do
Yeah,
you want the hint?
please.
The way people talk in the UK.
Pretty, shack, scent.
British,
British
accent.
accent.
Very good. British accent. Excellent.
Dawn, Dutch, mice, tough.
This is easy. This is very easy.
Don't touch my stuff.
Don't touch my stuff. Perfect. Number 6.
Poop, side, hid, it, toe, gain. Poop, side, hid, it, toe, gain.
A pop song by a female singer. A pop song by a female singer. This one is
Poop.
very famous.
Side, hid, it, toe, gain.
Try to guess, guys. Try to guess.
Poop, side, hid, it, toe, gain.
This song is by Britney Spears. A pop song by a female singer. No? The song is Oops, I Did It Again. Number 7.
Hole, imp, pig, gains.
Olympic Games.
Excellent. Olympic Games. Perfect.
High, dance, eek.
Hide and seek.
Very good. Excellent. Hi, guys. Very good. Now let's continue. So, in today's class, we're going to be talking about uncountable and countable nouns, or count nouns and non-count nouns. So let's watch a video first. Okay, I'm going to play this video because I want you to pay attention to the usage of the nouns. In English, there are irregular nouns as irregular verbs, or many other irregular things in English. So in this one, we're going to be talking about regular and irregular nouns, not verbs, nouns. So for example, cell phone, marker, computer, camera. So those are nouns, okay? And as I mentioned, they are irregular nouns as well. So let's pay attention to this video so for you not to get confused in the future.
Singular and plural nouns. What are nouns? Nouns can be people, places, or things. Examples of people are a teacher,
That is correct.
children. Examples of places are a beach, cities. Examples of things are a guitar, flowers. A noun can be singular or plural. Singular means one. A singular noun doesn't have an S on the end. For example, a bird, a guitar, a computer. Plural means two or more. To form the plural of a regular noun, we add an S to the end of the noun. For example, birds, guitars, computers.
Okay, guys, what's the difference between a singular and a plural noun? Who can tell me the differences?
The difference is the letter and the end of the words. It says
What else? There's one more thing.
mm, we use that for two or more things.
What else? There is something very important.
Mm.
Actually, the person didn't mention it, but you should have noticed it.
That we have to use a when we are talking about singular nouns.
There you go. Excellent. When we use singular nouns, we use indefinite articles a or an. When we use plural nouns, we don't use a or an. We only use the definite article the. And actually, that can be used for singular or plural nouns. Very good observation.
Some nouns in English are irregular. If a noun is irregular, it doesn't follow the rule of adding an S to the plural form. Instead, there is another kind of change to the noun. Some nouns have a vowel change. For example, foot becomes feet, and tooth becomes teeth. Also, man becomes men, and woman becomes women.
And this particular one, not only the spelling changes, but also the pronunciation. Because for singular, we pronounce it as woman, and plural will be women.
Other nouns have a consonant change before adding the plural S ending. For example, leaf becomes leaves, and knife becomes knives. Some nouns have a different plural ending than S. For example, child becomes children, and ox becomes oxen. Other nouns become a new word. For example, person becomes people,
This one is pretty tricky because we can actually say persons. To make it plural, we can say persons, but it depends on the situation. If you go to an elevator, you're gonna be able to see like a chart that says 10 persons only or 20 persons only. It is not saying people, it is saying persons. And people, depending on the situation as well, can be used as singular. But you are gonna see that in advanced. No worries.
And mouse becomes mice.
This one depends as well. If we are talking about the living thing, the animal, we say mice. But if we are talking about electronic devices, for example, this one, mouse, we say mouses.
Some nouns don't change form from singular to plural. For example, deer remains deer and fish remains fish.
This one as well. This is pretty tricky because if we're talking about a category of fish, we can say fishes, but that is very scientific.
Look at the picture and say or write the plural form of each noun. For example, wife, wives.
Mhm.
Now you try.
Calero,
Flowers.
Nelson,
People.
Fatima.
Knives.
How would you spell it?
K-N-E.
E.
No. K-N-I-V-E-S.
I. Excellent. Alex,
Dogs.
Adriana,
I don't know, is geese.
just remember if we have a double O, it will turn into double E. For example, foot, feet, tooth, teeth, goose, geese.
Thanks for watching.
Very good. So let's continue. Help me with this one, please. Calero.
Countable nouns. We use a countable noun in the singular or plural form.
Again,
We can we use a countable noun in the singular or plural form. We can put a, an, or a number before a count noun. And I say the
yes.
example. Okay. Two huge buildings,
Again,
two huge buildings,
buildings,
buildings have be-
buildings.
buildings have been built near my apartment complex.
Excellent. We use a countable noun in the singular or plural form. We can put a, an, or a number before a countable noun. Two huge buildings. No, wait. Ah, yes. We use a countable noun in the singular or plural form. We can put a, an, or a number before a count noun. Two huge buildings have been built near my apartment complex. I want you to pay attention to the structure that I'm using here because it is present perfect. I'm using have and not has, even though I'm talking about objects because I have buildings and buildings is plural. So I'll use have. Two is countable buildings, one building, two buildings, three buildings, whatever. Two huge buildings have been built near my apartment complex. We have irregular plurals. As we were talking about, we have person, people, foot, feet, tooth, teeth, mouse, mice, leaf, leaves, goose, geese, sheep, sheep. Help me with this one, the Nelson.
Uncountable nouns. We use uncountable nouns in the singular form only. We don't put an a, an, or a number before non-count nouns. Don't forget that you have homework for next week.
Excellent. We use uncountable nouns in the singular form only. We don't put a, an, or a number before non-count nouns. Don't forget that you have homework for next week. It is not like in Spanish, tengo una tarea, we say. We don't say that in English. So in English, we say, I have homework to do. But teacher, what happens if I have more than two? For example, we can say I have like, I don't know, a lot of assignment to do. I have an assignment. I have some tasks to do. But homework, the word homework cannot be pluralized. Or in this case, it cannot be countable. Help me with the first one, please. Adriana.
Beef, butter, cheese, meat, rice, salt, sugar.
Excellent. So whenever we are talking about food, especially, we use a lot of uncountable nouns. Okay, so just remember, these are uncountable. It cannot be counted. Number two, Fatima.
Liquid, water, milk, olive oil, soap, and tea.
Very good. Olive oil, soup, and tea. Perfect. Material, Alex.
Leather, metal, oil, plastic, silk, wood.
Very good. Subject, Calero.
Art, geography, English, science, biology, algebra,
Algebra.
algebra, physics.
Excellent. Weather, Nelson.
Weather, fog, ice, rain, snow, weather.
Very good. Other, Adriana.
Other, advice, news, furniture, money, noise, work, information.
Excellent. We can also use experience. So just remember, these are uncountable. But teacher, we have news. The word notes, even though we have an S there, it is not plural. It is not countable. It is uncountable. Okay. Furniture. What is a furniture, teacher? For example, my couch, my TV, my pantry, whatever. In here, we're gonna be using quantifiers. Guys, do you remember quantifiers? When do we use quantifiers? I mentioned it last week. When do we use quantifiers?
When we want to say like an amount of something that is like uncountable, like sugar.
Okay, very
Or
good.
rice.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. So whenever we want to talk, we'll actually give more information about something, we use quantifiers, especially when we don't want to mention like the exact amount. Okay, when teacher, I don't want to use numbers. I don't remember numbers. In this case, we can use quantifiers. Okay, so quantifiers can be used for uncountable nouns and countable nouns. Help me with this one, please, Alex.
We use quantifiers when we want to give someone information about a number of something, how much or how many.
Repeat.
We use quantifiers when we want to give someone information about a number of something, how much or how many.
Excellent. Very good. When we want to give someone information about the number of something, how much or how many. Calero, when do we use how much and how many? Can you explain to us when we use how much and how many, please?
How much is with countable? No, uncountable.
Mhm.
Uncountable. And how many is with uncountable nouns?
What?
How much is with countable?
Mm-mm.
Uncountable.
Mhm.
And how many is with countable?
Excellent, guys. Remember, memorize this. How much is for uncountable? How many is for countable? I actually don't like to say uncountable, countable. If we can add an s to the word, that is countable. If we cannot add an s, and if it is not an irregular noun, it is considered uncountable. For example, water, we cannot add an s, so that is uncountable. Bottle, we can add an s, that's countable. Okay? In this case, we are talking about grammar. Okay? If you can pluralize the word, that's considered countable. If you cannot do it, it is uncountable. Help me with this one, please. Nelson.
The usage of much and many depends on whether the noun it modified is a count noun or a non-count noun. Use much with non-count nouns and use many with count nouns.
Excellent. Use much with non-count nouns and use many with count nouns. Perfect. Fatima.
How many bedrooms does Joy's new house have? And how much time did it take Alan to get a normal lease from the landlord?
Very good. How many bathrooms does Joe's new house have? How many bedrooms? How much time did it take Alan to get a formal lease from the landlord? Very good. Any questions?
What's the meaning of formal lease?
Lease, for example, when you go to El Fondo because you want to get a house, so they gave you a so they give you a formal lease for you to sign it up so you can rent a house. And the landlord, for example, if it is not with El Fondo, for example, maybe your neighbor is renting a house, so your neighbor is considered a landlord, like the owner of the house. So the landlord is going to give you a contract, okay, that you have to sign up so you can rent the house. So just remember, lease es como que contrato de arrendamiento, and landlord is the person that gives you the house. It's clear?
Yes,
Okay,
thank you.
welcome. So we have this one. We have the quantifiers. Little, little is uncountable. Few, few is countable. A lot of, countable or uncountable. Many countable, much uncountable, any both, lot of both, some both. Okay? Help me with this one, please, Alex. No, Adriana.
I have a little patience with people who procrastinate. I have little patience with people who procrastinate.
Excellent. So what's the difference between these sentences? What's the difference?
The letter A.
Very good. What else? The first sentence is something good, something acceptable. The second one is not good, something unacceptable. So for example, I have a little patience with people who procrastinate. I have little patience with people who procrastinate. So for example, when you go to a job interview, I have a little patience with people who procrastinate. So I'm okay with that. You know what? I have little patience with people who procrastinate. I hate that. I don't like procrastinators. So in this case, we can say that the first one is negative and the second one, the first one is positive and the second one is negative. And I'm using a little because patient is uncountable. Let's continue. Help me with this one, please, Alex.
I have a few friends to go to the concert with. I have a few friends to go to the concert with.
Repeat the second one.
I have few friends to go to the concert with.
Excellent. I have a few friends to go to the concert with. This one is actually depends on you. It depends on the person who is speaking. Because for example, I can say, I have 3 friends. 3 friends is enough for me. Sufficient. Another person may say, you know what? I have 3 friends. That's not sufficient. That's not enough. So in this case, that person may say, the second person may say, you know what? I have few friends to go to the concert with. So it's not enough for me. I need more friends. And the first person will say, I have a few friends. I have a few friends to go to the concert with. So I don't need more friends. Okay, I have sufficient friends. So as the previous one, the first one is positive and the second one is implying something negative. Okay, so that's the main difference between a few and few. And I need you to memorize this one because some people cannot distinguish the differences between these two terms, a few and few. Any questions so far? Do you have any questions?
So basically, if we use the the sentence will be positive.
Yes. Yes. And if we don't use it, the sentence will imply something not good for you or the speaker. So for example, let's suppose that I say, hey guys, I have a few followers on Instagram. Is that something good or something bad for me?
Something good.
Good.
Something good. But what happens if I say, guys, I have few followers on Instagram?
You need bots.
Very good. So even the intonation is changing, right? Even the intonation, the tone of voice that I'm using changes. Hey, I have a few friends to go to the concert with. Ah, so that's something good. Hey, you know what? I have few friends to go to the concert with. My tone of voice changes. Okay, because I'm not gonna say, guys, I have few friends to go to the concert with. All right, makes no sense. So that's the reason that we need to pay attention to these little details. Help me with this one. Calero, que se está riendo ahí.
Okay. This house is enormous.
Again.
This house is enormous. There are a lot of bathrooms.
Okay, very good. Continue.
The landlord doesn't have a lot of time to assist the tenants.
Very good, Fatima. What's the difference between the first sentence and the second one? I'm using a lot of. What? What's the difference?
Actually, we can use a lot of for both, like countable and uncountable. So I think there's no difference.
Excellent. Very
But
good.
I have a question. What's the meaning of tenants?
The
Tenant.
renter,
Okay.
inquilino. Very good. Excellent, Fatima. Remember, whenever we want to use a lot of, it can be used for both uncountable and countable. It doesn't matter. Alex.
I try with that. I have partied too much this year. I haven't saved much money.
What's the meaning of too much, guys? Do you remember too much?
Mucho,
Mucho?
o suficiente.
Sufficient?
Demasiado.
There you go.
Demasiado.
Demasiado. So too much is something bad as well. It is like few and little. Too much is more than needed. I have partied too much this year. I haven't saved much money. Continue, Alex. Many people.
Many people talk about pollution since its community issue.
Very good. Many people many people talk about pollution since it's a community issue. Issue means problem. So just remember, much is uncountable, many is countable. I cannot count the word actually I cannot pluralize the word money, so that's the reason it is considered uncountable. I can pluralize the word people because it is coming from person. Okay, person, people. So it is countable. I'm using many.
Teacher,
Yes,
I have another question.
tell me.
Is there a difference when we use like too much and much? What's the difference?
And this one, too much, I'm not using a noun after, okay? And in this much, I'm using a noun. But actually, but wait, actually, yes, I think that we can use too much. This is too much sugar. Demasiado. Okay, okay. Too much in this sentence, in the first sentence, too much is implying something negative. And the second one, much is not implying something negative. The negative is in the auxiliary, which is haven't. I haven't. So that's my negative. Much is just giving more information about money. Okay? It is not implying something negative. My negative is in haven't, and in the first sentence, my negative is into too much. We're going to cover that later.
Okay.
Fatima, que está hablando, help me with this one.
The driver didn't deliver any orders. Orders? How do you pronounce that?
Orders.
Orders. He didn't know how to find the customers' addresses. The new
Addresses. Very good.
addresses. The new hires don't have any experience with the product.
Very good. The new hires don't have an experience with the product. What's the difference between the first any and the second one?
As you said in the previous one, oh no, like this is didn't and don't, so I'm not sure. That one's the difference.
Very good. In this case, I want you to pay attention to the word that is next to any. In the first one is others, and the second one is experience. So what's the difference between others and experience besides the meaning?
Um,
Others is countable nouns, in experience is uncountable noun.
Excellent. So others is countable, experience is uncountable. I'm still using any because any can be used for both. Okay. And just remember, last week I told you because Fatima asked me, teacher, what's the difference between any and nothing, I guess. Remember, in this case, the negative is in the auxiliary, didn't. For example, teacher, how do you say nada in English? Nothing. But in context, how would you say nada? Pero teacher, pero you cannot in English we cannot use a double negation. So in that case, it depends on you. If you want to use nothing, you don't have to use the negative auxiliary. But if you want to use any, you need to use the negative auxiliary. So the driver delivered nothing others. It sounds weird. So in this case, I will say ninguna orden. El conductor no entregó ninguna orden. The driver didn't deliver any orders. Okay? So it is a matter of style. Es una cuestión de estilo. Because if we say the driver delivered nothing others, it sounds weird. So I can use no. The driver delivered no orders. Because no también significa ninguna. No nos metamos en ese huevo. Entonces, just remember, any can be used for uncountable and countable nouns. And in this context, it means ningún o ninguna. Less and fewer. Help me with this one. The first box, Adriana.
Less is used when talking about things that are uncountable or have no plural. It is completable with collective nouns, non-countable nouns, and volume. Examples: I earn less money than a policeman. Many of us maybe eat less sugar. I sleep less than my father. Father.
Father.
Father.
I sleep less than my father. Perfect. What is fewer? Fatima.
fewer is used when talking about things or people in the plural. It is used countable nouns and individual items. Examples: I bought fewer books this year. They've got fewer problems than they used to have. Now I've got fewer tasks than I used to have.
Very good. So pretty much the difference is that less is uncountable and fewer is countable. That's it. Now let's pay attention to this. Before we watch the video, do you have any questions? Something that is not clear? No? Okay.
Eat a little, have a few, not too much, it's bad for you. Side by side.
How much milk do you want?
Not too much, just a little.
Okay, here you are.
Thanks.
How many cookies do you want?
Not too many, just a few.
Okay. Here you are.
Thanks.
Would you like some coffee? Yes, please. Just a little. Is that too much?
No, that's fine, thanks.
Do you take milk in your coffee?
Yes, please, but not too much. That's fine.
Sugar? Just a little, please. So, what's new with you?
Not too much. How about you?
Oh, not too much.
Everything looks wonderful, Tim.
Thank you, Jennifer.
I'm so glad you invited me for dinner.
My pleasure. Would you like some meatballs?
Oh, I'd love some, but not too many, just a few.
All right, here you are. Oh, my goodness, I'm so sorry. I guess that's too many meatballs, huh?
Well, it isn't a few.
I'm really sorry, Jennifer. I'm so embarrassed.
That's okay, Tim. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so let's pay attention to the context. How they use too many.
Well, it isn't a few.
I'm really sorry, Jennifer. I'm so embarrassed.
That's okay, Tim. Don't worry about it.
Oh, wait.
I'm so sorry. Meatballs?
Oh, I'd love some, but not too many, just a few.
All right.
But not too many. So too many is implying something negative here. Okay?
Here you are. Oh, my goodness, I'm so sorry. I guess that's too many meatballs, huh?
I think that's too many meatballs. So that's something bad.
Well, it isn't a few.
I'm really sorry, Jennifer. I'm so embarrassed.
That's okay, Tim. Don't worry about it.
How do you like the French fries?
I think they're delicious.
I'm glad you like them. Would you care for some more?
Yes, please, but not too many. Just a few. My doctor says that too many French fries are bad for my health.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Does anybody else want some more French fries?
I'll have some more, Nancy. But please, not too many. Just a few.
How about you, David?
No, thank you, Nancy. They're delicious, but I'm very full.
It's a wonderful dinner, Nancy.
Everything is terrific.
Thanks for inviting us.
My pleasure.
Have you guys noticed how they are using too much, too many for negative context? Negative context. Have you noticed it?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you like the chocolate cake?
It's very good.
I'm glad you like it. Would you care for some more?
Yes, please. But not too much, just a little. My doctor says that too much chocolate cake is bad for my health.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Now look what I did. First the meatballs, now the cake. Let me cut you another piece.
It's okay, Tim. Really, I'm pretty full.
Well, how about some more coffee then? It's still nice and hot.
Hot coffee? No thanks, Tim. I'm fine. Everything was delicious.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is cheese. I love cheese. I eat it all the time.
I like bananas. I think they're delicious, and they're very good for you.
I like ice cream. It's my favorite thing to eat. I have ice cream every day.
My favorite food? Let me see. Oh yes, French fries. I love French fries. I know they aren't very good for me, but I think they're delicious.
I want you to notice that, or to pay attention that when they mention the food, they don't use articles. Not like in Spanish. Hey, what is your favorite food? Las papas fritas, las pupusas, los elotes, los frijoles. In Spanish, we use articles. They are not using articles when they are talking about food.
Coffee. I drink it all the time. Come to think of it, I probably drink too much coffee, but I really like it.
I love chocolate chip cookies. I think they're great. My mom and dad say I eat too many, but I say you can never eat too many chocolate chip cookies. They are awesome.
Okay. Let's continue. This one. Oh. Wait. Okay, guys, so right now we're going to do this activity. What I want you to do is to select one word, and I want you to select one quantifier. Just remember that you can just select the quantifier once and the word once. So you're going to select the word, the quantifier, and make a sentence with it. Who wants to go first?
Me.
Who said me? Adriana, okay?
There was too much traffic this morning.
Very good, excellent. Who's next?
Me.
Me.
Nelson. Nelson,
There are too many people in the park.
very good. Fatima.
Yeah, there is too much noise in there. Can I say that? Is it correct?
Yes. Noise is uncountable. Very good. Uh-huh. Alex.
More alcohol.
Where's alcohol? This one, okay. Calero.
I saw many cars this morning.
What else, guys? What else can we say? We have dog, bike, bus, pollution.
Few phone, maybe.
Huh?
Few phone.
Few?
Few phone.
Fun, very good. Funds. Few funds. What else?
There are a lot of dogs.
Very good. What else?
Less garbage.
Less garbage.
Garbage, okay.
Uh-huh.
The wall is plenty of graffitis.
Oh, there are plenty of graffitis. Very good. Fewer. How will you use fewer? El Salvador would be better if there were fewer buses. Little.
Little
Little.
crime.
There was a
Very
little
good.
store.
A little story, but in this case, little is being used as an adjective.
Oh,
Uh-huh. El Salvador has reported little crime this month. Very good. Enough.
Subway, maybe.
Subway, enough. No, I disagree.
With pollution.
we have enough pollution.
Very good. We have enough pollution. Excellent. Okay, guys, so that was today's class. So just let me check the attendance. So just give me 1 second. Do you have any questions?
Teacher.